What's going on, gang? We have some exciting updates to share regarding our Pristine Market Analysis Dashboard TradingView indicator. So let's dive right in. These updates were made based on user feedback. The first one on our market analysis dashboard is if you double click anywhere on the two tables, that will bring you into the settings. So we added this hide name column. And the reason we added this was because we had some users that had smaller screens and they couldn't fit both tables on their screen at once. So you will see we click that hide name column and it removed the name column. So now I actually love this view way better because once you've added these symbols in, you know what the names are. When you're looking at the tables, you really just want to get a feel for what's going on in the market. So the names don't really matter. This looks so much better. Now I can just very quickly see what's going on and there's a lot less noise. And then it also gives you a lot more space on your screen. The second update that we made was I added an additional symbol column at the end. The main reason why I did this was because it actually reduces the amount of right to left eye movement that you need in order to make sense of the data. And that would be the case, like say you're looking at the MAX number, you don't have to trace your eyes all the way back to see which symbol that is referring to. You know, you can always look from this column over here and just trace over a fewer spots. So that is our second update. Then the other big one, this is also based on user feedback. So yeah, definitely keep that feedback coming. If we again just double click in here, that brings us into our settings. This entire sector table where it says Pristine Sector Snapshot, you can now configure it. So say you don't like tracking the same exact sectors that I track. Like let's say, one of these you want to change. So let's say KWeb, you're like, I don't really trade China stocks. I can just click in here. And then let's say I want to add I like tracking the cybersecurity group. So I'm going to add this hack ETF. I can go ahead, I can make that change in the settings, and that's going to update our tables. Now the other thing as well, so if we look, we can see hack is now in the table. So feel free to play with that. The other thing too, just want to point out, you can always change the text at the top here. It does not have to say Pristine Sector Snapshot. So let's say you wanted to follow individual stocks in this table. You didn't even want to follow sectors. You could always make those changes in these input fields, and then you could always change the header as well. Now, another quick thing, minor little nuance here is when you see that indicator, you see how now because there's so many inputs, this is just so long and messy. So one thing I like doing is I jump into the settings, and then if you go over to style, inputs and status line, you can always uncheck that box, and now you don't have all those inputs right here. Now, last thing, if you're already a subscriber, you're already using this indicator, to update, all you would have to do, you could always just remove the existing version that you have using this trash can icon. Then you could go into indicators, and then you could go to invite only, re-add your Pristine Market Analysis dashboard. Other thing you could do, if you hit Control R, a lot of times there will be a purple circle here, and you can click that, and it'll automatically update you to the latest version. So yeah, I hope this is helpful. I'm super excited about these updates. And honestly, there's so many more updates that I have in the noggin, in the works. So I'm really excited to share those with you. As always, keep the user feedback coming because that's just going to make the tools better. And if you are not already a subscriber to our TradingView tools, definitely check out tools.pristinecapital.net. I just used Claude Cowork. The site used to be really ugly, and I redid the whole thing. So now you can see all of our free indicators on here. You can see the premium indicators, what they are, and it's just a lot easier to get going with these. And then you can see you can subscribe down here. Feel free to use this code Pristine Community for 20% off at checkout. All right, everyone, take care.